Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vassell. Welcome to 10,000 and Below, a series where I've been going through for the past, I think, 55 videos, and we're just continuing to take a look at all the different games on Board Game Geek that are ranked 10,000 or lower. And as we continue to go lower and lower in this list, I'm finding fewer and fewer games that I like, but not always the case. In today's 100, will I find something I like? Let's find out. Will I find something interesting? I'm sure I will. Let's get started. So today we're starting at 15,501. I always take a look at the first one here, which I can't pronounce. Zeepkistenrace. And Hippo Hop. Sounds like it comes from Fantasia. This one here is Mines of the Sacred Dragons, which I gave a 3 to, so that's not a good start for my rankings. All right, so Zeepkistenrace. A crazy game for real racing fanatics, but make sure you stay on the road. So Soapbox Derby. You know what? There's not a lot of games about Soapbox Derby racing. I like this look better than the other one. Huh. I'm not sure this one ever came to America. Interesting. Very few ratings, but I like the style of it. 2004. Hippo Hop. Oh, this looks like someone hopping over hippos. The bird's been hopping over hippos all day searching for bugs. You're putting them in a circle and just moving around a bunch of hippo backs. I like how the game looks a lot. This looks like a kid-style game. Oh, it was nominated for Kids Game Awards and got 3rd place from Amigo. All right. Mines of the Sacred Dragons. This is from Sunrise Tornado Game Studio. I wonder if they made any other games. They did. Quite a few games, actually. I played Cat Rescue, I think, and the Battle of Red Cliffs. I don't think I liked that one either. Tile placement game. You're placing them and finishing mines. Oh, yes, this tile placement game, which is very difficult to place the tiles out there, I found. Also very abstract, doesn't look that great of a game. Oh well. Too bad. Let's keep moving here. Well, Cardino from 1969 has 72 ratings. So we'll take a look at that one. Wow, there's Chronicle X. That has 93 ratings. Birds, Bugs, and Beans. That one I gave a 6 to. So Cardino here, I do like how the box looks. That's kind of neat. Shows some cards on it. Oh, it's Cartino, sorry. Well, if it comes with these plastic domino cards, I like those a lot. Trying to think of a way to use those. Quoted from the rulebook, Cartino is an exciting game. I love when games have to tell you they're exciting. 32 tiles on the board. But you only score when you join neighboring tiles. It doesn't sound awful, actually, but I don't know. Chronicle X. This is from Archon Studio. Neat miniatures. Kind of generic aliens, though, right? The boards aren't that great looking. Huh, well, let's see what comments say. This came out last year. A lot of 10s, actually. 16 10s. Enjoy my time in a print and play. Looking forward to great pre-ordered. Oh. And a lot of 1s. Oh, this is from Archon Studios. I see. Archon Studios makes a lot of games that a lot of people don't like. A literal copy of XCOM. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, that's why. A lot of people don't like this company, so who knows. Birds, Bugs, and Bees. This is a game in which you are flipping over cards, and when a bird flips over a bug, slap the table. A bean, you got to make a sound like that. And the beans are disguised. You can see at the bottom there's a bean that looks like a bird. And I know you slap the table for bugs, and birds you flap your wings or something like that. And then you can add in other things for other animals. It's a fun game for kids. Categories Bible Edition, I gave a 5.5 to. I don't even have to look at the game to tell you why on that. K-Pilot 55, I want to take a look at that one briefly. Where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego?
Let's see here. Grabola and Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. And a game called Boxers of Briefs, which I'm probably going to regret looking at, but here we go. Its categories, this is Bible Edition. This is from Rob Anderson, Cactus Game Design, and it's just like categories. It's just Bible stuff. The problem is some of these things are fairly esoteric, like reasons for sacrifice or cities under Assyrian control. Really? That's tough, So again, it's just another game where they just threw a Bible theme on it. I am a Christian, but I don't necessarily like when this has happened because it doesn't feel like there was a lot of work put into it. K-Pop 55, I remember seeing this game, thinking how cool it is. Essentially, you're flying this cave through this, you're flying a spaceship through this cave, and there's like lasers shooting at you, like a video game. It looked neat, but it never really took off here. Not a lot of people are talking about it. World in the World, Carmen Sandiego, 2017. Now this, I'm surprised at because I didn't expect it to be so new. There's a new cartoon for Carmen Sandiego, which my kids like a lot. This art is not very good. Carmen Sandiego looks cool. I've always appreciated her hat style. But I'm not a big fan of everything else. It looks like it might have been pulled from the computer game itself, though. Nah. Grabola looks like you're grabbing things. Roll 2 dice. Everyone grabs a disc that has a matching color and number on a die. That's it. Well, now everyone knows if they like it or not. I've literally we went over the game. Simple enough. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice. Huh. I don't know that I've ever heard of this game. You feel like this one might have been popular. There's miniatures and dice and all sorts of things. Huh. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. I like the concept of it. I guess this just hasn't got a lot of buzz. If you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're not going to touch it. $2.99 at KB Toys. Well, that's a throwback. Boxers or Briefs. This is from Craig Van Ness, actually, from Parker Brothers. You have choices you have to pick between. Does the game come with that? Interesting. Yeah, okay. I just feel I'm too afraid to go farther in and look at the game. All right. Let's continue moving along down here. We have Apples Bible Edition, another Bible game, Highlander the Duel. This game's just called Argue. I got to look at a game that's just called Argue. Robin Hood. We just looked at the game in our last one. It's Robin Hood. Here's another one. And a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is from 2003. All right, Apples Bibles Edition. I have played this one. I said it was okay. And you can actually mix this stuff up with regular Apples, and I think it works better that way. Highlander the Duel. This is a game. Did I play this one? I thought someone here in the studio played it and said it was not good. I thought maybe I pulled it out and looked at it and was just not impressed with it. No, I would have remembered that. Maybe it is good. It just doesn't look that great. Argue. 3 to 10 people. Who would win in a fight? Mary Poppins or Judge Judy? What's more nerve-wracking, a first date or a job interview? First date. Okay, so it's basically just a game in which you argument. It's not an argument. It's just okay, I don't want to get into that, but order a pizza while arguing. Robin Hood. Well, I gotta say, don't hate the cover for this one, although that Robin Hood looks super sad. Like it literally looks sad. Cool map. This game is giving a lot of nostalgia feels to it. 1991. So 29 years ago, 6 different factions. Oh, okay, let me see. We got Robin Hood, right? Sheriff, Guy of Gisborne, Sheriff of Lincoln. I don't know what he does. Sir Richard of Lee, and the Church. Okay, that's kind of cool. Not a lot of comments. There's hidden movement. They're broken. No, not a lot of good comments on it. Oh, it sounds neat, though. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. This looks like a Milton Bradley. It is that style game. Well, I like the pieces. Looks like you're just moving around a city doing different things. I don't like the standees or the dice, but I like the board. The board looks cool. All right, when did that one come out? 2003. All right. Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle-earth, the Hollywood card game, Shadows of the Elder God. All three of these have quite a few ratings. What else might we find here? Docker has 107 rating. That's about pants. Mustache Smash, I gave that a 6.5. And TV Wars. Quite a few games with a lot of ratings. Oh, that's a terrible cover. I don't like that cover at all. Who made this game? Fox Games Cosmos. 3 enemy cards line the table. Yeah, maybe it's a decent game. I'm just not a big fan of the artwork. The Hollywood card game is from Bruno Feduti and Michael Schacht. That sounds like a great combo. But obviously not. I wonder why. The artwork's not bad. They're clearly Tom Strong. Huh. Well, this is one I want to see why it's ranked so low. Not a bad little movie-making card game. Not my style. Good card game. Fast and funny. Pushing your piece. Bidding mechanism. Similar to Cthulhu 500. Too short. It's not very often I hear a game's too short. First, last player luck. Well, I'm not actually, those aren't terrible ratings, actually. It just sounds more like a meh. Shadow of the Elder Gods. This is made from Laboratory Games. This came out in 2015. Arkham is a city. Okay, you're trying to present stuff from unraveling reality. I'm not sold on the pieces. Clips all over the thing. The problem is if you're going to make a horror game with people doing things, then you're going up against Fantasy Flight, who makes the same thing, and that cover just pales besides the Fantasy Flight game. It might be a better game, but it's just not going to look as good. Docker. Talk about limited real estate. Maneuver tightly and block to be the last one standing. It is a quick spatial dice game. Huh. Ooh, that is a really pretty board. That's one with Legos. So it looks really, really simple and short. Ooh, that's a really pretty one. Huh, it's weird. There's so many homemade versions of a game that doesn't... Huh. Well, now I want to play this game just to see some of those cool versions. Mustache Smash. That's right. In this game, excuse me, you have these things which have a mustache on them, and you're hitting down and grabbing cards. Mustache Smash, Mustache Pass. It's from Spin Master. I gave it a 6.5, and then I probably said it was good for kids. I did indeed. I reviewed it with my daughter Ruby 6 years ago. She was quite young at the time. TV Wars, 1987. You are one of different networks. Well, Gil Hovind has made a game called Networks. This looks like an older version of that. Ah, man, I love the box of this. This just gives me, it's from Avalon Hill. Avalon Hill boxes just give me this very strong nostalgic feeling for some reason. Huh. Alrighty, let's continue down. Boomers over to Sulphur River. Get Out. Aunt Millie's Millions. Clue Mysteries. And 6. Woof. There's a lot of games to look at in this one. This one is a war game with bombers. Your orc fighter bombers. Oh, they're orcs. Perhaps the strangest game set in the Warhammer 40k universe. was a PDF. This is one that they do not support anymore. Huh. That's cool looking. Who knows? Andy Chambers. Get Out. This is another James Ernest cheap pass game, a Monopoly style game with 3 tracks instead of 1. The squares in the outer board are jobs, and the square in the middle are apartments. You can take as many jobs, but each one slows you down. The real point of the game is to spend 4 months in a terrifying center ring. I can see this game doesn't look fantastic, unfortunately. Aunt Millie's Millions. You're fighting over Aunt Millie. Stuff is from Game Right. I said this game was okay. Essentially, you're splitting up stuff afterwards. I like the artwork on it. I would say it's probably more for families and kids. Clue Mysteries. 50 compelling cases. Well, that's kind of cool. It looks neat, but it still looks mass marketing. I do like the stand-up houses, though. 6. 6 is only played in 6 minutes. 2 5 players try to save cards and collect points. 3 rounds sand timer will be started and covered. Roll your dice to save your cards. You may reveal the sand timer. If there's still time left, he loses points. If he was right, his neighbor loses points. See if they kind of keep track of it in your head. Sounds like a game I'd play once. Let's continue down here. We got Nerdy Inventions. I gave that one a 4. Super Fight, the Loot Crate deck. It's probably like all the other Super Fight games. Electric Jeopardy game. All right, we'll look at that one. Uno Hearts. Oh. Nerdy Inventions. This is from Mayday Games. That's right. I was not a fan of this one. Mostly because it has these games where you're going to use dice to get things, but it doesn't let you progress fast enough or far enough. If you're going to have a game that lets me do cool things with dice, let me do cool things with dice. This game just didn't get to that point. Super Fight, the Loot Crate. More stuff for Skybound. Oh, this was for sale on Loot Crate. For this was very specific stuff for them. Super Fight, you just have stuff fighting each other, and you flip over cards and you argue over who would win. Electric Jeopardy. This does not look electric. I like those little score things, though. That's a neat Jeopardy board. Sometimes I look at these and go, man, I wouldn't mind getting this board for like an actual, let's play Jeopardy in-house. I'll make up the questions, but using this board. And I do like those little score things. Uno Hearts. Okay, so here's a game I'd like to talk about briefly. I like this game. A 6.5. At the end of the day, there's still Uno involved in it, but it's also hearts, and I like hearts. I remember buying this game in 1996. I bought it for my wife's cousin's kids. So I guess they're my second cousins. I'm not sure how that works. But I bought it for them for their birthday or for Christmas, and then we played for quite a while. And I like hearts. But basically it adds special cards to hearts. So it's not as good as hearts, but I just thought it was an interesting one. It's one of those games, if I saw it at a thrift store, I go, it might be worth getting. All right, let's continue on here. Weapons Warriors Cavalry Attack Set. Rich Uncle from 1946. We'll take a look at that one just because Bobby Sitter, Rating Parties, I gave a 3 to. You can see definitely there's a lot of games that I'm not giving high ratings to in this grouping here. Looking down here, Disney, I found it. Oh, I do want to talk about that one. And Battleship Torpedo Attack and Panda Head. All right, here we go. Weapons and Warriors. Cavalry Attack. So Weapons and Warriors is like crossbows and catapults, except you're shooting orange balls that have discs, which makes it not as good because the balls go all over the place, but it adds some cavalry and a power catapult. Definitely a toy you were buying at KB at the time, and a lot of fun to try to knock the knights off their horses. Rich Uncle. This is from 1946. If there's any doubt, Rich Uncle's is Uncle Pennybags from Monopoly fame. Who made this game? I don't think it's Hasbro or... Oh, it is Parker Brothers. Rich Uncle. Oh, yeah, there's his picture in the top corner. Well, that's kind of a neat It's kind of neat to see an older game like this. Taxi Fleet. Rich uncle arrested for speeding. Bailed out by friend. Huh. Well, that's kind of a classic, cool game to look at. Bobby Sitter. This game has a lot of ratings here. You're a sheepdog. Bring 5 sheep in the sheepfold. Wonder why it has so many ratings. This must be a popular game overseas. I don't think I've seen this in America before. I like that cover on the art, though. Heidelberger. Okay. Raiding parties. The golden age of piracy. I gave this one a 3 to a pirate deck building game. You pick. Oh, that's right. And has these different cards and things that you have. It's been a while since I played this. When did I review Raiding Parties? 2012. 8 years. And I'm struggling to remember much of this at all. Create your own raiding party. That's right. You were able to build your own deck, and it just... Yeah, I didn't like this one. I don't hate that artwork, but I didn't like the game. Disney, I Found It. So Disney, I Found It is a big, giant Where's Waldo style game. I played it. I Found It before. And you're looking for various things all over the map. And then you put these rings on them. I'm surprised this is ranked that low. Although, again, BGG tends to rank lowly kids' games. Yeah, fun Where's Waldo type game for kids. 4.5. Yeah, I think this game should be higher. It's good for kids. It's a cooperative game for kids. I like to get this one. Battleship Torpedo Attack. Weird. The board's different. I like how that board looks a lot, though. That's neat, but is it just basically Battleship? Let's see what the ratings say, because I'm curious how this is different than Battleship. It's a clever upgrade, gimmicky but fun. Parts are a bit cheap. Good for young kids, but fiddly. Hard to set up. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. It's fun shooting things, right? Panda Head. This is from R&R Games, Pandas in Costumes. It's a trick-taking game. Z Garcia reviewed this one. I have not played it. The cover didn't do anything for me, and it still doesn't look. Avoid piles of pandas. You'll have to check out Z's review to see if you like the game. I don't actually know, but it is ranked quite low. As all these games are, but we're not done yet. We're getting lower and lower and finding more old games and neat, interesting things. I hope you stick with me as we continue through this series. But that's another 100 games. Was there a game in there that you wish I'd talked more about and you would love to talk about? Mention it in the comments. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell, and you've been watching 10,000 and Below on the Dice Tower.